I'm Jasquinae and we lit this motherfucking way. What's up, big gang? I'm Jasquinae. Like I always say, we lit this way. You know what you see the proof is in putting your girl in is what? Your girl I gotta explain because I'm tripping. Anywho, as you guys read by that title, today we're gonna get a little emotional maybe because this story still makes me emotional. But we gonna tell the story how it is. A subscriber asked me to tell a story of something scary happening to me, and this is about the time the girl got laced with drugs and almost died. I told this story once before, but it was when my channel was brand new, and I don't feel like people didn't really pay attention to that video. I didn't have a big enough base for it to really just touch nobody and reach nowhere. So I'm gonna tell it again. So this is really an amazing story, and God really worked a great miracle this day. And if you really pay attention to the story, it could really change your life. Make you trust God on a whole nother level. I'm serious. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. On this particular day, your girl woke up, and on this day, I really want to put y'all in that moment. I want y'all to really be able to picture and envision this. On this day, we woke up, and it was a beautiful, sunshiny, hot summer day. We were going through so much around that time. We was keeping ourselves coping with it with weed. Like, the only way we was dealing with it was by being high and escaping it. Damn, my earring coming out? Hold up, let's not do that. I remember we were just like at our lowest in life. So we like, let's go get some weed, start our day off. That's how we were able to stay positive and really stay productive. Cause we was fucking going through it, you feel me? We went out and there was a particular guy that used to look at us funny in our apartment complex. Like, he used to give us such a weird look. It was a couple of them that used to give us these weird looks and these weird vibes. And like, we just never really, we paid attention to it. We were watching our backs, but we were like, as long as they don't try nothing, we're not too much worried about them. Around this time, y'all, do not judge. We're gonna keep it real over here. If I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it how it really is. I'm gonna tell it how it really was. My husband and I were broke, so we went and looked for doobies on the ground. So we went to a different side of our apartment complex because everybody in our apartment smoked hella weed. And everybody was getting the weed from the same people, so we kind of felt like we could trust what they were smoking because we all smoking from the same people. But we didn't think what those people might sell. We go out like motherfucking scavengers and like we doing a scavenger hunt, Easter egg hunt, and we finding doobies. So we found us a good little amount, and so we like, okay, let's go back to the crib and go ahead, dome these to the head and get the day started. Around this time we only had two children. We had an 8-month-old and we had a 1-year-old. No, he was 2. They were sound asleep. We closed their door, put the towel under their door, and then also we went in the bathroom and we put the towel under our door as well. I wound up taking the first hit. My husband sat on the toilet and I sat in the tub. I wound up taking the first hit because I'm like, ooh, I'm just ready to get the day started, try to go out here, just have a positive attitude, just not feel depressed today. So I sat in the tub, I laid back. We had this cool Rick and Morty bong and it glowed in the dark. So we put the doobie in the bong. It was a bigger one. We put it in the bong, and y'all, I literally took one little hit. I was like, it was instant. I'm like, this might be too strong. I'm feeling too high already from that one little hit. My husband like, for real? I'm like, yes. So I'm like, you can have it. I'm high. I pass him the bong and he grabs it and he takes a big hit. He's a smoker. He took a huge hit. And by the time he done taking his first hit, I'm starting to feel a little weird, but I'm not yet worried. So I start to like catch chills across my body. I got cold. I'm like, why am I feeling like this? Like, Jazz, shake back. So I tried to start moving around to see if I would feel better. That I couldn't really move like I wanted to, and then that's when I got a little bit alarmed. I tell my husband, babe, can you help me up out the tub? I don't feel good. I want to go lay down. So he like, you sure? You don't want to hit no more? I was like, no. He tried to grab another doobie before he tried to help me out the tub. He was like, all right, he wanted to switch the doobies out first because he had finished that doobie. So he wanted to grab another one first and put it in there. But when he went to reach for another doobie, they were laying on the rim of the tub. His hand was moving like this. Like it was going everywhere but to the doobie. Like he could not grab it. He couldn't control his movement. He like, hold up now. And so at this time, I stood up. I muscled up all the strength that I had, and I stood up, but I realized, oh shit, I can't move my legs. When I was trying to get out the tub, I almost fell over on my face, and I wound up against the wall with my hands on the wall, because the bathroom was small. So I wound up with my hands up against the wall, holding myself up, and I'm like, babe, something is not right. Like, I'm not feeling right at all. I need to go lay down. Please help me to the room. He like, babe, I'm not feeling right either. But okay, we might just be too high, because people over here do smoke loud. I'm like, yeah, I just want to go lay down and sleep it off. I'm getting a little emotional telling the story, y'all, because just thinking about that day, it just brings back so many, like, crazy, it's just, He wound up trying to stand up, and he lost his balance. He was like, okay, nah, something ain't right. He wound up falling over on the wall. And so I'm like, I'm concerned about him, but I'm also concerned about me, because at this point, my body, I'm losing full control of my body. I've lost full control. At this point, I couldn't even really talk. My eyes would just roll up to the back of my head. He's like, babe, think we got hit with Mojo Bay, okay? I think somebody laced us, but we gonna be all right, okay? And the reason why we say someone laced us is because these people, they would see us frequently coming to find doobies. They would see us frequently coming over there to buy weed. They would always give us stale looks and give us like unwelcoming feelings, but they never like really approached us or nothing. They never said nothing to us, but we always felt kind of unwelcome by them and uneased. Them knowing that we came over there to the exact spots to find doobies, we felt like they planted those there. At this point, y'all, my husband is holding on to the door in our bathroom, and I'm like, literally, I'm like a noodle. I have no control of my body no more whatsoever. It's like my soul has left my body, but it's also still there. Like I went into a sunken place. My eyes are rolled to the back of my head, and my mouth is open like this. I can't really do it, but I went into full shutdown mode. And so my husband says he was looking in my eyes, and he saw how I was looking, and all he could do was try to talk to me and keep me there, like, with him. He was also losing control in his body, but he was fighting it. He pulled us from the bathroom. He was losing control too, but he was like fighting it. He managed to get from the bathroom to our bedroom by holding onto the walls. He hopped and pulled us there, and by this time my heart is already racing. I cannot breathe. My vision, I cannot describe it, but it's like everything was multiplied by 1,000,000. I saw 1,000,000 of everything, and it looked so weird. I just wanted to close my eyes and not see it. I just wanted to focus on breathing and focus on getting my heart rate under control, because at this point it is speeding out of control. My husband winds up getting us in the room, and he wound up plopping me down on the bed on my back, and I remember him falling over on the bed on his stomach. And the last thing before I closed my eyes, I just remember laying there with my eyes closed, mouth wide open, just throwing up, just stuff just coming out of my mouth, like uncontrollably. I'm just laying there like this. I'm not pushing it out. It's just coming out by itself, just coming out. I just remember in my mind, I'm saying, if I just breathe, if I just breathe, if I just breathe, if I just breathe and swallow, breathe and swallow, breathe and swallow, I won't die. I can't die. I'm not dying. After feeling like, okay, something like, okay, I gotta do something. I just remember being in a trance and like snapping, going out of it. Like I just remember going out of it and not even noticing that I'm laying here about to die. I remember just laying there and it's going on. And so as I was laying there, throwing up was happening. I was in my mind, I'm thinking like, am I throwing up? What's going on? What's this? Why do I feel like something's coming out of my mouth? I was trying to focus on breathing. I was trying to focus on getting my heart rate down. I was trying to focus on swallowing so I could breathe, because I could not breathe. That throw up was coming out continuously. It was not stopping. There was no room for air to come in or go out. My husband calling my name, and he's like, Jazz, babe. And when he called my name, I instantly snapped out of it. The throwing up stopped. He said, are you okay? I said, yes. He said, you sure? I said, yes. And I just remember him walking back and forth around the bed. Like around this time, he gained control of his body again, but he was still having, like, his heart was racing, and he was still losing control at the same time, but he was trying to fight back. And I remember him plopping down on the bed beside me and holding me and saying, we're gonna be okay. He was just saying, I don't want to die. We're not gonna die. We're gonna be okay. And I remember opening my eyes, like, I remember just tears just falling down my face, because I came to terms with the fact that I was about to die. I had fully accepted the fact that, like, Lord, this is my last day here. I'm about to die. Like, I had fully accepted it. So, I don't know, I'm about to cry on YouTube. I fully accepted the fact that, look, I'm about to die. It's over with. It's over with. And I just remember turning my head and I looked over and my son's door was open. And usually, it was the craziest thing. My son usually comes out of his room and he wanders off. Because around this time he was 2. But he didn't go anywhere. He stood in the doorway like a guardian angel. He stood there just watching us like a little guardian angel. He was just watching us and did not move. I'm like, when I got that glimpse of my son, I'm like, no. I'm not about to leave him here. I'm not about to leave my kids here. No. I just remember bursting out crying in fear, praying like, Lord, please, if you please help us, God, please don't let us die. I promise I will never smoke again. I will never do that again. That was a lie because I continued just praying in fear. And honestly, that did not move God at all. He was not moved. He like, I see you. I see what you're going through. I'm right here, but that don't move me. And my husband's in my ear like, yes, God, please. And so I just had to dig a little deeper. And I was like, you know what? God, you promised me all kind of things for my life. You gave me great promises. You said this in your word. You said that. So I know you ain't done with me yet. I know I'm not dying. Like, I just got to really boldly praying and bursting out, like letting God know I don't accept this. Instantly, y'all. Did not have to go to a hospital. Did not have to have any medicine injected in me to like rush out the drugs from my system. Literally, once I said that and reminded God of his promises to me, once I got bold, I'm telling y'all, within the snap of a finger, that stuff was off of us. It's like we had never even been drugged that day. It's like nothing ever happened to us. We felt brand new. I literally jumped up off the bed and held my stomach like, wow, God really that was a miracle. He really saved our life like that in a second. We didn't need an ambulance. We didn't need no pastors over here pouring anointing oil on us. All I had to do was tell God that. All I had to do was be bold and have faith. And then because it got up off of my husband too. And then I just remember my husband was like, he saw a shadow in the window and it looked like he saw wings and it looked like an angel. And it went up into the sky. Like, y'all, the whole, that whole experience, it was not only scary, but it was so life-changing. It was so breathtaking, like to feel so protected and so loved by God, just to know that he was right there the whole time and did not leave. He just was getting something out of me. Something happened to me, but he got something out of me as well. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. That was really a life-changing experience for me. Like, y'all, I just had to get that story out. That story is so emotional for me. Y'all, it leaves me speechless every time because God is so good. But thank y'all so much for tuning into this video. I hope that it touches somebody in some kind of way. I hope somebody takes something from this that's life-changing for you. Yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.